Hello, and welcome all you blues music fans, lovers, and die-hard connoisseurs. I'm GeminiiDRAGON, your host for what I hope will become a magical journey that you and I share. As we delve into the brief biographical history of some of blues music's greatest pioneers, legends, and innovators, I hope to spread some knowledge and historical bullet points of some of our country's most cherished and prized blues music icons. Today, we celebrate the Big Mama of rock and roll, Big Mama Thorton. Blues music is a national treasure of American ingenuity and hard work. It's a music made from the struggles of African American life in a time of turmoil, along with racial and societal differences. And who better to start this Blues Briefs journey off than with Big Mama Thorton.
Willie Mae Thornton, otherwise or better known as Big Mama Thornton, was born December 11, 1926 in Ayrton, Alabama. She was introduced to music in a Baptist church where her father was a minister and her mother a singer. Her musical education started in the church, but continued through her observation of the rhythm and blues singers Bessie Smith and Memphis Minnie, whom she deeply admired. In 1940, she left home and joined Sammy Green's Hot Harlem Review and was soon billed as the new Bessie Smith. Thornton's performances were characterized by her deep, powerful voice and strong sense of self. She was given her nickname Big Mama by Frank Schiffman, the manager of Harlem's Apollo Theater, because of her strong voice, size, and personality. Thornton's career began to take off when she moved to Houston in 1948. Thornton told fellow musicians, "I taught myself to sing and to blow harmonica and even to play drums by watching other people." She was one of the pioneers of a new kind of popular blues that was coming out of the clubs in Texas and Los Angeles, full of brass horns, jumpy rhythms, and wisecracking lyrics. In 1952, she recorded Hound Dog, a song written for Thornton, but was made popular by Elvis Presley, who recorded the song 3 years later. But Big Mama's version sold more than 500,000 copies and went to #1 on the R&B chart, helping to bring in the dawn of rock and roll, and the record made Thornton a star. Ironically, in the early 1960s, Thornton originally recorded her song, Ball and Chain. But the song gained international attention when vocalist Janis Joplin recorded the song later in the decade. The 1960s also saw Thornton leave Houston and relocate to the San Francisco Bay Area, playing clubs in San Francisco and LA. In 1965, she recorded her first album, for Big Mama Thornton in Europe. It featured backing by blues icon Buddy Guy, among other famed musicians. In 1966, Thornton recorded her second album, Big Mama Thornton, with the Muddy Waters Blues Band, with Muddy Waters on guitar, Sammy Lawhorn on guitar, James Cotton on harmonica, Otis Spann on piano, Luther Johnson on bass guitar, and Francis Clay on drums. By 1969, Thornton had signed with Mercury Records, which released her most successful album, Stronger Than Dirt, which reached number 198 in the Billboard Top 200 record chart. Big Mama Thornton was no stranger to having a who's who of famous friends of that day and time. She performed at the Los Angeles Bicentennial Blues with B.B. King and Muddy Waters. She was a guest on an ABC TV special hosted by actor Hal Holbrook and was joined by none other than Aretha Franklin. She was also part of the award-winning PBS television special, 3 Generations of the Blues, with Sippy Wallace and Jeannie Cheatham. Sadly, Big Mama Thornton died at the age of 57 in Los Angeles, California, from complications resulting from a heart attack. During her career, Thornton was nominated for the Blues Music Awards 6 times. In 1984, she was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. Her song, Ball and Chain, is included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame list of 500 songs that shaped rock and roll. Her style was heavily influenced by gospel music that she listened to growing up in the home of a preacher, though her genre could be described as blues. Scholars such as Marie and Mahone have praised Thornton for subverting traditional roles of African American women.
It's without a doubt that Big Mama Thornton is one of the innovators of the blues, and even more so, rock and roll itself. I'm GeminiiDRAGON. This is Blues Briefs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.